Om Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk, and we continue with 7 minutes Bhagavad Gita a day. So we have concluded the first part of the teachings of Lord Krishna. Arjuna was in a state of complete despondency, and Lord Krishna was teaching him first Jnana Yoga, this emergency care. Arjuna, gain perspective. You are identifying yourself with that which is not really your essence. And then transiting through the discussion about honor and dishonor to the practice of karma yoga and elaborating about that, and specifically saying, as we read in the previous talk, in verse 53, that when all the doubts are removed through the practice of karma yoga, through what have been discussed here, then you will reap the highest. You can attain self-realization. Knowledge will dawn. You will be ready. You will receive it. You will attain self-realization. And now Arjuna has a question. Chapter 2, verse 54. Arjuna said, "What, O Krishna, is the description of him who has steady wisdom and is merged in the superconscious state? How does one of steady wisdom speak? How does he sit? How does he walk?" So, Arjuna's first question. Okay, I heard the teaching, but now I want to know what it looks like. And again, he will ask in chapter 11, I heard about you. Now I want to know what you look like. And we will reach it in time. But here Arjuna said, okay, the highest prize is the being of steady wisdom. This is the goal. This is the essence. So what does it look like? What is it like inside? What is the description of this person? Give me the specifics. And what does it look like from the outside? Meaning, how does he speak? How does he walk? How does he sit? What does it look like from the outside? How does it manifest in the day-to-day life of this person? Swami Shivananda explains to us. Arjuna wants to know from Lord Krishna the characteristic marks of one who has established in the self, in samadhi, meaning superconscious state. How he speaks, how he sits, and how he moves about. And this will be the answer of Lord Krishna in the following verses. And Swami Shivananda reminds us, steady wisdom is settled knowledge of one's identity with Brahman, attained by direct realization. So this is not some philosophical or intellectual exercise. This is realization. Realization means this is a personal experience of all these teachings that you have received, that in essence, in your nature, he says, identity with Brahman, with the Supreme. And this is very important for a few reasons. So, first, many of us hear a lot of theory a lot of the time, and we hear those abstract terms and words that are very inspiring, but very beautiful, but also abstract, because we're still not there. And we said in verses 52 and 53, Lord Krishna tells specifically to Arjuna and through Arjuna to us, you are not there yet, because when the intellect crosses, both verses open with the words, when the intellect crosses, meaning you are not there yet. It will happen when you will achieve the fruit of the practice. So Arjuna is saying, I'm not there yet, I cannot even imagine. I need some more specifics on the level of the individual. What does it feel like? What does it look like? How does it manifest? So he wants to make it concrete so he can personalize it, so he can identify a little bit more. And also very important for us, not to take those things as a lofty theory, as something that we read and maybe gives us inspiration, well, hopefully, and we just say, yes, very good, but this is not really human. So when we make it more concrete, more on the level of, okay, now we understand what it looks like, what it feels like, then it gives us more motivation, more inspiration, something stronger to hold on to. And the other thing that is repeating again and again, and this is the great significance of this teaching, is that the day-to-day life, the actions of the realized sage is the practice of the practitioner. Meaning that before we are there, we look up to those people, we take example, and we try to follow. So what they already are is our practice. And we realize that, we understand this, and we follow, and we get a lot of inspiration. And we will see in the future verses that we will learn that this is also the great significance of having a live guru, a living person that we see, that we interact with, that we get inspired from, and that we say, okay, this is someone I want to follow because their life can be my practice. What they already are can be my aspiration, and I will practice, and I will reach, and I will achieve. And Lord Krishna is accepting this question that is very appropriate, of course, also for all of us, and giving a very beautiful teaching about the life of a realized sage in the remaining of verses of chapter 2, and we will see that in the next talk. So please join us. Om Shanti.